Hey guys, welcome to our very first episode of the WoW Gold Challenge. My mission is to get to 5 million gold. There is a long timeline for this. It's not something I'm trying to achieve in a month or anything. The timeline is till August. So August is our deadline. I chose August as the deadline because that is it's generally like August, September when they release the expansion. For those that don't know, I usually don't put a goal, like a heavy duty goal like this, in the picture, mainly because I have so many other goals I put in every week. So the biggest purpose for this is that the mount is moving to the black market when the new expansion comes, or else this would not be a goal right now. You know, it would be a mount that I would work towards at some point, but we wouldn't be rushing to make 5 million gold right away, right? So that is why it's a goal. And yeah, so I've been documenting daily what's been going on, what's brought in money, what hasn't. Okay, so I also have this. This we aren't totally going by. I have it because I think it's cool to know, the top items and, maybe what I've spent, because that's not something I necessarily track. Because, you can accidentally spend money in the game, right? Like if you're running a dungeon and your gear's, broken, you go repair without even thinking of it, right? So I do like to see how much I've spent. However, as far as gold earned, this is only good when it comes to the auction house. For example, this week, a good portion of our earnings came from a guild member. The TSM doesn't see that. It only sees what's made, through your trades, and auctions and stuff. So it doesn't see actual handed over gold. So yeah, this is what we earned though. So this is all through auctions and stuff. We want it set to Shadow Myst. So before we set to Shadow Myst, I'll let you guys know what the plan is for all the characters. So these, it's only really tracking the 120s. I'm not sure why that is, but that is all it's tracking, just the max level characters, because I have way more characters than that. So honestly, they're the only characters that matter, Although Mystic being in the situation would be nice. What happens if I hit Sense of Insanity? Okay, nothing. So it's only Shadow Myst's numbers that matter. Because this amount here, the 584, 138, that's for all the characters on the server. That is not the value we're going by. We're going by the 484. Because I don't want my alts to be broke at the end of this. I'm okay if the main is, but my alts need money to keep leveling and stuff like that. So we're only going by this. So this is the amount that needs to hit 5 mil. That doesn't mean they can't help though. So what we're going to do is Stabnuts is an engineer. I currently have Stabnuts working on the Sky Golem. So I log on daily to get the mats, and I'm gonna try to make some of my money from the Sky Golem. Pure Insanity is an alchemist. So obviously Pure Insanity is the main character for this achievement, because with alchemy, you have herbs, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do with the mage. And it's nice to have that on a mage too, because I can just pour it all over the place for different things. However, I feel like we will probably be more or less sticking around Nashtar for those ones, because those are the good selling herbs. Killer Mist is a leather worker. Not totally sure what we're gonna do with Killer Mist. I was thinking I would check the auction house, see how much drums are going for. As far as gear, I never make gear and sell it. It's just a waste of your mats and a waste of your time. No one buys gear unless it looks pretty. So if it looks pretty, fine. You may sell it as a transmog, but or if it's a BOE that you happen to know is part of a collection set, those can sell pretty good. How do I know that? Because I'm a collector and I buy those BOEs. I'm like constantly hunting down the auction house for those. So, Life Shatter is a tailorer. The obvious choice with her is bags or just simply cloth, but anyone can get their hands on cloth. So bags will probably be it. Just I don't have the top end bag yet, which is the one that sells good. So I may have to work on her rep. I can't remember what rep you need for that, but I'll find out. Mr. Roney is a Death Knight and does blacksmith. With blacksmith, I guess we could aim for the item that one where you can mount up and like herb and mine without getting tossed off your mount. Shadow Mist is our character we're always on, and she is enchanting an inscription. There is one pattern I actually have in the auction right now worth a lot of money for inscription. So that could be an option. There are some glyphs there. Also, the enchanting is a good one as well. It's really tough being an enchanter because, I'll show you something here. Okay, so this achievement here, I'll click on it so you know. Okay, you can see it's the yellow one. But this achievement here, I was working on it because at first, when I first started up BFA and all that, I was disenchanting all my gear. And then a year into it, I'm like, fuck, I need that achievement. So a year passes already and I just start doing the scrap. So I feel like I've done pretty good considering, I didn't start until a year into BFA for that achievement. And now, of course, we have to halt the achievement because, enchanting mats are one of the better items. However, they haven't been selling too great for me lately. So I don't know. I might just go back to doing that achievement because achievements are like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they're more important to me than gold. so yeah. And obviously I would put that to the side if it meant making money, but I've spent a week trying to actually sell the enchanting mats and they aren't selling and I'm undercutting and yeah. So I think they're just not a good sell right now at the moment. I find enchanting mats are really a tough one. Maybe they'll sell a little better when the new raid comes out, because you can do stuff without having your gear enchanted. Like my alts, I don't enchant any of their shit. They just run around with non-enchanted, non-gemmed items. It's only my main character that I gem up and enchant. So yeah, that is them. There's a couple of others. Mystic, which is my hunter, is a jewel crafter. I've thought of the possibility of panther mounts. We could go see what the costs are for that. Okay, so the jeweled I would not make. That's too much work. I just want to make something nice and quick. They're still going reasonably, I guess, but there are a lot of them, so I guess doesn't matter if you're undercutting, but yeah. So that is an option. Like I said, the Sky Golem is one I'm currently working on. And does it have a space or something? There we go. Okay, so that has dropped since I originally started making it. When I started making it, the price was actually 80K. I was surprised. So obviously, they have dropped the prices in that. However, I still feel like it's worth it because no matter what the price is, it's so easy. It's 5 minutes of your time every day. Like, yeah, there's no expensive ass reagent you gotta buy, like with the panther mounts. So yeah, because that's why you never see the panther mounts really that cheap, is because there's that item. There's that item on that guy that sells for like 20K, something like that. It's been a while since I bought it because when I made these mounts the last time, I've sold a couple in the past, but the first time, obviously, it was for me, right? My mount collection. And that item I think was going for, actually it was cheaper because we still had the guild perks, which actually dropped the price to 18K or something like that. So, but yeah, that's, so you definitely want to be making, a decent profit off of that, since you have to actually buy a material that you cannot get cheaper than the vendor. Like, yeah. So that's the plan for the jewel crafter, the panther mounts. Who is left for professions there? I think we covered all the professions. So I have been doing a spreadsheet on this day by day. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet that I've started for this. Oh, we need to highlight this. What color? What color should we make it? What color do we not have? Let's do that. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet I have started. It's a short week because I didn't actually start this challenge till Wednesday. So, as you can see here, this is Wednesday. We started with 160, ended with 430. Target is always 20,000 every day, and 270 is what we made. It was all given to me. Basically, when it was found out that I was doing a gold challenge, Arsenal had decided to kickstart it. So that was very nice, and that is when we started throwing stuff into the auction house. Now we got day 2, which is the 26th. We start with 430, 473, and we end with 438, 824. Target goals 20,000. We only earned 7,000 that day. All I did was daily quests. And this is the day where, I came up with the idea of working towards the Sky Golem. So that's when we started logging on to the Rogue daily. November 27th, which was Friday, I believe, 438, 824 is our current. We got to 459, 515, 20,000 is the goal. We reached that goal by 20,690. This was a day that we had auctions sell. That is literally all from auctions, that 20,690, because all I did was I logged on, checked my mail, saw that I sold stuff, saw that some came back to me, and put it back in. Okay, so on the 28th, we had 459,515, ended with 459,568, target goal of 20,000, and we almost hit it. It was 17,771. Dailies and world quests. What did it was a couple of them were Paragon caches, and as you know, you get like 4,000 gold for those Paragon caches. So that was a nice little boost. Without that, this would have been a hell of a lot lower. And on the 29th, we did absolutely nothing pretty much. So we started with 477,286, and it says we ended with the same, but we made 96 gold. 96 gold, people. So yeah, all I did was I logged on to do the turkey dailies. You only get like, I don't know, 20 gold or something, 18 gold for doing it. And yeah, so this was not much of a WoW day because weekends are, well, actually, this wasn't a weekend, but weekends are my editing days, and I was able to edit that day instead, so I did that. And then on the 30th, we did absolutely nothing because I didn't log into WoW. We played some D3, which we did really good at. I was literally level 70 with 14 Paragon. I skyrocketed it to like 700 Paragon. Did almost the entire journey. And when I say the entire journey, I don't mean like chapter 1 to 4. I mean like Slayer, Conqueror, all that shit, right? So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I soloed a 103, which I recorded, and you'll see on the channel sometime this week. So yeah, it was a good day for D3, not WoW. And then December 1st, we started with 477,382, and we ended with 484,799. Target goal was 20,000. We earned 74,16, and that is all from just world quests. And that is our first week. Okay, weekly goal was 100,000. And weekly achieved 322,992. So not a bad first week. Of course, this right here is why, Arsenal generously donating that on day 1 definitely helped us be ahead for the week. The reason it's 100,000 is because it's 20,000 a day, but like I said, it wasn't a full week. So for now on, the weekly goal will be the 140,000, and hopefully we can get some good stuff going. So yeah, that is the spreadsheet. Each week I will show you the spreadsheet, and we will see how we compare week to week. I will just say that for the next month, it's going to be very casual gold farming because with the anniversary in effect. Yeah, with the anniversary in effect, it's going to be not a huge progression. I don't want to say we'll slack, but I have a lot of shit going on in WoW. I have mythics every week. I have with the anniversary event, there's a leveling perk in there. There's rep perks, and this week's Dark Moon. So I am going to do my best, guys. But until January 7th, things might just be casually earned. And then once the anniversary event is done, we will focus this challenge more. With that said, we are still going to do this every week. Okay, so I almost forgot to add this part in, but one thing I would like to add into our spreadsheet there is the expenses so that we can see what the profit really is. So definitely there's still a profit from this week because I only spent, well, it says 24.66 gold. So we will pop that in the spreadsheet. Okay, so here you can see our spreadsheet. I've updated it, and this is how we're gonna do this for the weeks. I think it's a really great idea to have the amount I spend as well. Tuesdays are probably gonna be my best money gold or grinding gold days because those are my mount runs, and you can actually make a fair amount of money off mount runs. It's time consuming, so if you can sell something, that's better choice, but yeah. So we will definitely find out in the next gold challenge video how much gold I actually do make off those runs, because I've never really looked. And I guess it's kind of a bad time too, because I'm getting really caught up in my mount runs, so I don't do as many. So the gold amount might be lower than maybe it was a year ago or something, but it'll be a good test because we didn't get to test it because I didn't start this up until Wednesday. Also, one thing I'd like to mention is you see 0 in all of this. This was the day before, hence past day. And so the reason it says 0, it took me a bit to kind of realize why. I thought it might have just not been updating. But expense-wise, very possible I didn't even spend any money because the previous day I'd only done world quests. And with sales, I believe this only tracks auctions. So while I like this program, we're only using it for the expenses tab to see how much I've spent throughout the week. But the rest, that's the reason I'm doing a spreadsheet, because I don't want to only track auctions. We're tracking auctions, we're tracking money handed to me, money earned through quests, all that shit, right? And basically how I've been doing it, of course you can't see it because the screen's cut off, but you've seen it in the past in my videos where at the very top I have my Titan panel, and that gold, where the gold is, when you mouse over it, it shows per session, and that's how I've been doing the spreadsheet. So that's how I've been keeping track of it. So all those amounts are, to the T, except we don't know what our expenses are. So that's what we're going to use TSM for. We're not using it at all for the sales. We don't even care about the sales number. Only the expenses. I can track everything else on the spreadsheet. Same with profit. The profit number doesn't mean shit to us, because the only profit that this add-on is giving us is off auctions, right? And we want it off everything. So here you can see, on the add-on it said 40,000 for profit, but over here we're profiting like over 300,000. That's a prime example why we will not use the add-on for the purpose that most people use it for. Because we're not doing an auction gold farm, we're doing an everything gold farm, So that's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm kind of new to the whole making a video on my gold challenge here. I've done gold challenges in the past. They definitely were not for 5 million gold though. The biggest one I ever did was 1 mil. but they were a goal that I just like told stream, and then I earned it. And yeah, it was never like documented the way I'm documenting this one. So so I hope it was okay for the first episode, and we will see you in the next one. These Gold Challenge videos will be every Tuesday, and yeah, and they will run, like, you'll see what I earned for gold from Monday to Sunday. And yeah, so yeah, and that's all I got to say. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next Gold Challenge video. Bye, guys.